Hey there, I'm Marie.
I'm Jay.
And you know what you're watching? Lunch break.
That's right. And we hope that you are enjoying this time in your day. It's usually my favorite time of the day.
Because you can eat something tasty.
And you don't have to work. Yay! So yeah, make sure you heat up your food, get comfy, and hang with us over here at A Good Soup. And we're going to talk about
pure evil.
Like how evil? Like wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and put the kettle whose whistle so loud? Or like evil, like dancing steps in the middle of the night? How evil?
devilish evil, because we're reading from the subreddit AmITheDevil. And I think I have some pretty interesting stories picked out. Some heavy, some just flat out like, what the hell? And we're gonna give you our opinions because you asked for it.
We'll decide you're devil or not.
Let's get into it.
Let's go.
Our newborn, 1 month, is making me see my wife as stupid, and it's turning me into an ass. I feel awful and need to stop.
So stop.
Just right off the rip, 1 month old baby is very, very stressful. Like, especially if like you're a new parent, I imagine that this is like a really crazy situation, right? I'm giving you a little bit of grace from the beginning, but let's see where we go. Because it seems like he's at least acknowledging it, like, I'm an asshole right now.
Okay, here we go.
Guys, I'm in a really bad place and I need a reality check. My wife is my best friend. I love her. She's a great person, kind, loyal, all of it. We've been married for 3 years, but I feel like my wife is slow. I know that sounds horrible, and I feel like a total asshole even typing it. For years, it's been a thing. She needs me for anything technical or requires problem solving. Like, I've had to FaceTime her to show her how to find something in her banking app multiple times. It's not just tech stuff either. It's a bunch of things. We have a totally different sense of humor. I had to literally explain to her what a meme was a while back. And I'll be honest, for a while, I didn't mind. I'm an IT guy, so this stuff is easy for me. Part of me liked being the guy who could fix things for her. It made me feel needed, you know? It was just a little quirk, not a big deal. But now, we have a 1 month old baby, and it's like this small issue has become a monster that's destroying everything. What do you take from this? It seems like he's very frustrated with his wife right now that they have the newborn. It seems like he was kind of building up some resentment before that, if we're being completely honest.
Yeah, I wanna hear the rest, because right now I'm kind of in a position to think he's an actual asshole. Because if she was before pregnancy that way, why are you dating with her? Why are you dealing with her and now it's pissed you off? Or if she's became that way during pregnancy and after, because women can become slower, hear worse, lose the concentration, because she just create the life.
There's definitely different dynamics in relationships where like one person may be smarter than the other person in some things, and like one person might have a hard time doing something and needs help. Like, that's just basic human relationship shit. Based off of what I read so far, it just seems like he started building up that resentment, and having that new baby is kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back type situation. She just doesn't get it. How to hold him right. How to change a diaper without him screaming. I showed her over and over. She tries. I know she's trying so hard, but it's like she does everything wrong. She'll do something that makes no sense and the baby starts wailing, and I have to step in. I read about mom brain or whatever, but shouldn't she be more in tune with the baby? I feel like I'm the one who knows what he needs, and she's just fumbling. And my patience is just gone, completely shot. I'm snapping at her. I'm being sharp and critical, and I can see on her face that I'm just crushing her. And then I feel like the biggest piece of shit on the planet. This has to be my fault. We're both so tired. I know this is supposed to be a team effort, but I'm acting like her drill sergeant, and a shitty one at that. I'm hurting the person I love most when she needs me most. How do I fix this? How do I stop being so angry? Has anyone been here before? I feel like I'm ruining everything.
Take this responsibility if she can't. Help her. Do this for her. You don't need to tell her, you're not enough mother. No, she just doesn't have that. You have that. Maybe you have siblings who is like younger and you deal with them before. She didn't. Just do this for her. What's the problem? You know how to do this better? Do it better.
Yeah, I agree. Like, if you find yourself in a position where you feel like, I know how to do this better, then just take some of that responsibility off of her. Like, this is only like a month-old baby. It's probably stressful for you, stressful for her. Maybe she's not the brightest. And that's fine. It doesn't mean she's a bad or dumb person. Step in and take care. And like, it's going to be stressful. You guys are going to yell at each other. You're fine. At least you have the wherewithal to know, like, I'm being a dick. What should I do? Take care of that baby. Make sure the baby has as much of a loving home as you can provide. And whenever you guys can fit it in, like, definitely have some counseling, some therapy. Seems like some commenters kind of have the same idea and a different understanding. Usually with Reddit, it's like, she should divorce you. She should leave you. Take the baby. You never see the baby again. But let's see what some of these people have to say. This has more to do with the stress of dealing with a newborn than any problem between you and your wife. It should get better as the baby grows up. That's definitely an optimistic way to look at it. I think it might be deeper than that. Like he did mention, like, I've had these feelings. I think you built up resentment before you had the baby. And I think the baby's definitely like a very huge stressor. Like, not to say the baby's a stressor itself, but like it's a life-changing event. I also think this is the reason you're both stressed and tired with a newborn. OP just has to breathe through the frustration and let your wife do things at her own pace. It will get better. 1 month is not long, and being a mother doesn't automatically make you a professional at caring for a baby. She just needs time to adjust. Also, remember to compliment her when she does things well, not only criticize.
Totally agree. Because you probably can spread the responsibilities. If she can do something else, just give it to her. And whatever you do better, take it as your responsibility,
Right.
at least for some time. She just get birth.
Yeah.
It's only 1 month. It's not that much. Just give her time to breathe. And probably she's not sleep well. There is a hormones is like imbalanced. Some women feel like, oh, now my life is ended. Now I'm a slave of this little baby who's yelling consistently. I can do anything. I don't have myself anymore. You're not walking with a huge tummy, gain lots of weight, lose lots of hair, and she deal with all of that. Maybe I'm overreacting.
Listen, I don't think you're overreacting. It's not this subreddit. But
That's true.
But I think some people might be feeling kind of more towards he's a devil. I have to be honest, you sound like an egotistical misogynist. The fact that your first thought is that your wife is dumb without any consideration about the context of why she might be having some issues after pushing out a f***ing human being out of her f***ing vagina speaks volumes about who you are as a man and as a husband. And you think of yourself as intelligent?
Nah, yeah, have sense. Maybe not that rude, but yeah, if you smart enough, you can put one and one together.
Listen, I don't think you're the devil, but this is some devil-like behavior. Prioritize the kid. One commenter said, compliment her instead of criticizing her. And just realize that you're both in this for the long haul, for the rest of your lives.
Yeah.
And I mean, congratulations on the kid, man. Am I the asshole for telling my daughter I don't owe her anything and that she needs to learn to be respectful? It may sound harsh if you don't have context. I, a 39-year-old male, have the custody of my daughter, Rose, 9 female.
Good beginning.
Wait, let me check that title again. Am I the asshole for telling my daughter I don't owe her anything and that she needs to learn to be respectful? I have custody of my daughter, Rose, 9 female. Little harsh. Let's get into it.
Okay.
I have custody of my daughter, Rose, for only a portion of the time. I pick her up every other Friday after school and drop her off at school the next Monday. My ex-wife has her the majority of the time.
Father of the year.
I want to say that Rose has been diagnosed with ADHD. Being a parent with a disabled child is so much harder than having a normal child is. I've made sacrifices for Rose. I still have to monitor her as if she's 5 and have to make sure she doesn't watch TV unless her homework's done. She also is a bad listener, and I have to have extreme patience when dealing with her. I also have to split costs with my ex to pay for a math tutor for Rose because she rarely focuses in class. I think more context is hurting you.
Yeah, it's make it worse. It's like I like how Father's Day, like I dealing with her for 3 days, 2.5 days. Okay, here we go. I feel like everything inside of me started boiling.
Last week, I had to pick her up and take her to the grocery store because we needed dinner supplies. I was listing off the ingredients and couldn't remember one. Rose suggested the one I forgot, and I told her that was it. She puffed out her chest and said, "No need to thank me. in a very arrogant way. We were at a red light, so I turned to her and sternly asked, "Rose, what did you say?" She mumbled out, "Never mind." I firmly explained to her that that is extremely inconsiderate and disrespectful. I don't owe you anything. I don't have to do half the stuff I do for you. So you need to really think about the way you talk to me and be grateful.
What? Give me a moment. Give me a moment to breathe. I feel like there is a fire goes through my ears right now. You said to your 9-year-old daughter who have ADHD, who said, "Oh, you don't need to thank me. I actually don't need to do anything for you." How insecure are you? Adult man, 37, whatever years old. Huh? You trying to prove something to your child who doesn't do anything. You're not a devil. You're an idiot.
Rose rather insincerely mumbled out sorry and was quiet for the rest of the time. She sat in the back seat even when I offered her to sit in the front again. I even offered her ice cream, but she said no and would refuse to look at me. We got home and she did her work, a reading project she was supposed to finish in class that day without me having to monitor her, but then didn't want to watch a movie with me. She was really quiet for the entire weekend. My ex blew up my phone on Tuesday saying she knows what you told Rose and that I'm a horrible father. My ex is honestly the reason that Rose acts entitled and still has meltdowns. What am I supposed to do? Stop disciplining Rose just because she has a tantrum? As I said, I make many sacrifices to help Rose. I drive Rose to and from school so she doesn't have to walk the 3 miles. I buy her toys and other things, and just last month, I agreed to babysit Rose for 3 days when X's mother was in the hospital. You don't babysit your own kid.
What?
You
Babysit your own child.
You don't babysit your own kid. You babysit someone else's kid when you're a 16-year-old trying to make money. That's babysitting. You're not babysitting your child. You obviously don't like this kid. You resent having this kid. I'm not even done reading the story and I already know you resent having your child.
Yeah, you don't want this child. And also, I don't like on the beginning when he said like, yeah, it's much better than have a normal kid. Why your kid is not normal? Just because your kid have ADHD?
My father was barely in my life. He wouldn't buy me things that would make me walk home. Rose isn't a baby anymore. She's old enough that she needs to learn to be grateful when people do things for her because they don't have to and her attitude won't work in the real world. I could have been gentler, but sometimes showing tough love is necessary to correct bad behavior when coddling won't fix it. Am I the asshole?
Yes.
Yes.
And by the way, you never talk to your child that way. Parents do parent stuff. They teach their kids and everything. But in this particular situation, you not teach anything. And that you have a childhood, you decide to give your child the same up childhood, that's the dick move, okay?
There is an edit.
Okay.
I'm glad he's going to clarify things for us.
You okay?
First off, I read the comments, so you don't need to keep blowing up my DMs calling me a Second, you people saying I don't love Rose and should just give up custody are dead wrong. It's because I love her and want her to succeed in life that I set boundaries and correct her behavior. We still do plenty of good things together and even watch an hour of TV together every night she's at my house.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Your child acting that way, not want to talk to you, not want to do anything with you, like he's explained after he's yelled at her.
Yeah.
She do this all the time when you do that. Or it was only one time when it happens that way. If he's yelling at her consistently, she's just gonna hate you. And when she's became older, she's just like, I don't want to. He makes me feel bad. He makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't want to spend time with him. If she gonna hate men like you, that's your fault.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it. And she's a kid with ADHD and she dared to express a little pride in that rare moment when she had the answer. When she wasn't the huge screw up OP makes her out to be. His response, rip her a new one. I don't get parents telling kids to be grateful. You're a parent who brought a child into the world. They shouldn't have to be grateful their basic needs are being met. That's your job. Has anyone ripped him a new one for daring to suggest he's babysitting his own child? Learn to parent, dude.
As true as possible.
I'll play a little bit of a devil's advocate. I understand having a hard childhood. And I understand, like, sometimes you might not want to, but you project that onto your own children. But you're the adult in the situation. She's a 9-year-old kid. You might be frustrated with her condition, but you're her father. You're supposed to protect her, supposed to take care of her. And you have every right to be upset. You have every right to get annoyed with people. People get annoyed with each other all the time, but this is a kid. And everything you do right now, and you've acknowledged this, you're trying to raise her in what you think is the right way. But everything you do right now is going to affect her for the rest of her life, and how she acts with people, how she talks to people, how she expresses her frustrations when things don't go her way. And you're giving her a really bad example on how to do that. I think that you're enabling bad habits to be formed at an early age. What you do now, like I said, determines what she does for the rest of her life. So stop being a...
Well,
that was, those are 2 stories. One guy, I'll give a little grace. The other guy,
we don't give any grace. A little bit of grease.
a little bit of grease. I don't know what that means, but I like it. You guys are viewers. We're happy that you're subscribing. We're happy that you're enjoying these stories. And hey guys, we just want you to contribute. If you have a story that you want to share, if you see a crazy story like this that should be in Am I the Devil, drop it in the subreddit that we have for our community, lunchbreak_GSP. We'd love to read it. We'd love to discuss it, give you our advice, give you our suggestions, our opinions, and we'll be happy to credit you and flash your name across the screen like this. And Marie?
Yeah.
What should they do if they don't want to be a devil?
Don't do crimes. Subscribe on Good Soup Productions. Comment this video. Like this video. And you know what? We're gonna be so happy to see you in the next episode of Lunch Break. And for now, we say bye.
Clock back in.